Welcome to Pavlov's Parents, the secret to making parents better through psychology. It's the fastest growing international parenting advice show. Are you parenting based on sound, perspective, double-blind, multi-centered, placebo-controlled, statistically significant, peer-reviewed studies, or are you just winging it? I'm your host, Carissima Puella. I have 9 years of experience in the field, and I'll help you live by the truism. Happy child, happy life. At Pavlov's Parents, we're fans of Starbucks. They make parents manic. Amazon. Shopping so easy a child can do it. Today's topic is grades. Let's separate fact from fiction. There are two types of people in this world. Neither of them like being graded. The first official record of a grading system for classes was perpetrated in 1837 by Yale. Grading was soon given an F by children and a C by teachers. After the No Child Left Behind Act, teachers were graded. Teachers now give grading an F. Incidentally, fair-minded children still give it an F. Grading is very subjective. The same plagiarized term paper can receive a C from one teacher and an A from another. Tests and quizzes are inadequate instruments. What is the gold standard? Enough knowledge to move about happy in life? Matching the median age matched child in a G7 nation? More knowledge in the last generation? Some concept of perfect knowledge? How are the topics chosen? It certainly isn't by children. It certainly isn't based on the knowledge that the parents and teachers use every day. There is a clear disconnect between what you know or should know and what your children are required to know for tests. Parents, let's do a thought experiment on what has prepared you for work, family, and social life. Parents, you need to speak, read, and write in your native tongue. Children, they need to grasp sentences and identify every part of speech. When is the last time in real life that you needed to know which word is a participle? Parents, you need to spell well enough to let autocomplete and autocorrect do their things. Children, they need to spell every esoteric word the teacher has ever read. Read, mind you, not heard. No one actually speaks these words. Parents, in your average year, your use of math tops out at identifying the diameter of a pizza. Children, they have entire tests on binomial equations. Granted, the graphs are pretty, but seriously, what is the probability that a person needs to know anything beyond linear equations? Yes, parents, what probability? You should probably have studied statistics more. When you do, you can get back on your high horse. Quick, parent, can you identify the metaphor in that sentence? I'm happy you could, but being asked is pretty obnoxious, right? At this show, we're fans of evidence. In 1979, a team at Columbia University attempted to train a chimpanzee in American Sign Language. They found, quote, much of the ape's behavior is pure drill. In other words, the chimp failed. Was the chimp or the chimp society worse off? No, of course not. They just wasted valuable banana-eating time mimicking overly enthusiastic graduate students. When we turn to human studies, the research is just as convincing. In the 2014 CBE Life Sciences Education article, Teaching More by Grading Less, or differently, researchers concluded grading lowers interest in learning and enhances anxiety and motivation. And instructors are hesitant to develop active learning activities for fear of the onslaught of grading resulting from these new activities. When 9-year-old children are put in functional MRI machines after 30 minutes of grading other 9-year-olds' spelling test, the area of the brain that showed the greatest activity was the sympathetic part. Furthermore, when twins separated at birth were reunited later in life, less than 4% claimed that they wished they had been graded more often. The evidence is compelling. Sources of wisdom from antiquity to present-day research are concordant. There is consensus among practitioners. Now, let's discuss 3 behavioral therapy action steps for teachers. Step 1. Baby step. If you have not used your knowledge of a topic in more than a decade, then make it true or false. Step 2. Advanced parenting. If you have never used your knowledge of something, then make it true or false. And grade it pass or fail. Step 3. Pavlov's parenting. If you want to teach something, make it fun. If you didn't, don't give yourself an F. Just try again. I'm Carissima Puella with Pavlov's parents. Work on these steps. You'll be in harmony with your child and the universe in no time. I'll now answer some questions from the fans. A fan from Portside, Egypt asks, what book recommendations do you have on this topic? I recommend such titles as Don't Grade and Organic, Grade-Free Teaching. I'd stay away from such titles as Get Good Grades or Else. Remember, parents, never trust just one source of information and always look for any conflict of interest. I'm Carissima Puella with Pavlov's parents. I hope that helps. Enjoy parenting and always remember, what you do for your child echoes in eternity. Check out the link on the side or in the description below to earn your Pavlov's Parents credit hours and get official Pavlov's Parents merch, including clothing, posters, mugs, and parenting books. This video contains significant fictions to emphasize the greater parenting truths. You're getting sleepy. You want to subscribe, like, and tell your friends. You want a degree from Pavlov's parents. Disney, if you want to talk, Carissima is listening.